Oh shit! Your astigmatism. I forgot.
Hey, Dad, get off that riding lawnmower. Can't buy me, Dad. Come on. Let me clean you right up.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Dad of the Year. Was that the Rick Moranis movie? What was the Rick Moranis movie?
That was Honey, I Shrunk the Dad.
Shrunk the Kid.
No, it was.
Honey, I shrunk my swag. Honey, I blew up my swag.
How can you get your 50-year-old? Well, first of all, you're gonna have to have a frank conversation with him. With
your dad, Frank.
If your dad's name is Frank, it helps to say like, "Listen, you have raised me. You're kind and you're responsible. I know my mom's walks all over you, but I respect what you've done for me and my family. But fuck, you are lame, Manzos. You just, man. I look at you, and it's just." You're just a pitiful husk of negative manliness.
The stork has not been kind enough to bless me with a baby from the Cabbage Patch, but I am 32.
Right.
So I can address something for you. Your dad is 100% aware at every waking moment how uncool he has become. This is not a wake up one day and you have those socks with you have Argyle socks on. This is a slow descent from relevance that started like in his late 20s and just kind of got worse.
Maybe, but maybe
I would bet statistically though, at some point he was probably cool.
But that's the thing. He might be in full blown dad denial. He might be in dad denial. Like. He might be like the biggest.
Dad Niles is not a river in Egypt.
I know.
You know,
it's not.
it's not at all.
Not bad at all. He might be like a big parrot head, and that might be like a mainstay from his youth. And he might just think like, I fucking get it. The world is moving in the wrong direction, and that direction is away from Jimmy Buffett's relevance. I am still on the fucking bleeding edge.
Is this gonna be a Buffett full episode?
Maybe. It's his birthday.
What?
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, there are those dads out there that are like, oh, yeah, man, I saw the Eagles 3 times last year and it's fucking shit. Like, that is literally only your definition of cool. Even the Eagles don't think that Steve is cool. The Eagles are like,
here's the thing.
We need to talk about your Eagles consumption, the Eagles said to the Eagles fan.
The other side of this coin is so much more embarrassing that if you had a dad who suddenly just rolled up one day in full-on, like, leather outfit and biker gear and, like, we riding a motorcycle and he was like, hey, kids, let's go check out the concert scene. Like, you're
hey,
not
kids,
gonna
does anybody here like Drake? And then he fans out some Drake tickets.
Yeah, you're not going to be more proud of him.
I would actually. That
would be pretty great.
If my dad rode his motorcycle from Ironton, Ohio to Austin, Texas, and then fanned out a fucking fistful of Drake tickets, I don't know a single Drake song, but I would say yes. And I would hop on the back of that Harley, and we would go have the best time.
Ride in the sunset.
Your dad has to let his swag go for his children to become. I mean, the universe has a finite amount of swag. Everybody knows this. That's in the secret. But he has to let some of it go for you to become as fresh as you can be in your life.
He regurgitated his swag into your open baby mouth when you were born, and that's how you got the swag that you have. He transferred it to you, like some sort of Highlander, but also a mama bird. Kind of mixed it up.
So the best thing you can do, the best thing you can do in your life then is to live your life as cool as possible as a tribute to him.
To your dad's fallen swag, you're gonna pick it up and take his mantle.
And when you win the swag awards that I assume Spike TV probably gives out, then you can stand on stage and say, "This swag's for you, Dad."
And your dad's in the audience like, cool. Thanks, son. And he pulls out a calculator.
Thanks,
why do you have a fucking calculator with the swag awards?
Because you won the swag awards. Your dad has just fully become Booger from Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, God.
But wait a second. Who's sitting next to him with the swag awards? It's Drake. Drake sees him. He's like, I'm changing my whole look. Goes full Booger. All of a sudden, your dad becomes the definition of swag. Ouroboros.
Wait, what's the swag? Does your swag begin to drain away as his swag increases? Is it inversely proportional?
The swag of Dorian Gray. You're just putting your swag into a painting.
Somewhere there's a painting of my dad getting less swag.
Is our dad swag? He's
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think he's still pretty.
I mean, he's got a pretty big collection of hero clips.
Oh yeah.
I think he's got. I mean, he's got a great office. He's got a cool look. He's got Twitter. He's on that game.
He's good on Twitter, guys.
Yeah, Kerm. If you don't follow him, DOCCURM. Follow our dad.
Follow our dad.
Now we gotta charge him for that. But
He's really good at. He does like a YouTube instructional video series on like fancy basketball dribbles you can do. Mm-hmm. So
he doesn't.
he has a whole series about like sweet ways to roll blunts. He'll roll like specialty blunts. Like
And he
that.
has a whole thing where like he does the acapella versions of acapella songs. It's really weird, but
Helden sterben nicht.
You guys want a Yahoo?
yes.
Yes. Bring it. This Yahoo was sent in by Joel. Okay. Yahoo. Joel Davis. All right, Joel Davis sent this one in. It's by Yahoo Answers user Kenneth, who asked,
Ahorita regreso.
What's the frequency?
Translocating.
I love it. Dustin, don't ever stop.
Kenneth started his account on January 9th, 2016. I think he started his account to ask this urgent question. And it is a fucking urgent one. And frankly, we are now 9 days behind the 8 ball. Kenneth asks, what should I do about this coyote my kids have been feeding?
What?
So I have two terrible sons. I added terrible, and that's a bit of editorializing on my part, Bliss Delight. But it's true. I have two terrible sons, age 11 and 9. I just learned about 2 weeks ago that they have been feeding a wild coyote that lives in the ground underneath a large flat rock in the woods near our house. He, in fact, seems quite friendly. My boys introduced me to him. Dad, this is Kyle. Our new dad. My terrible boys introduced me to him. He even responds to their call and comes to get food. However, I wasn't comfortable with them interacting with him like that, and I told them they couldn't feed him or go near him anymore as soon as they showed him to me. We are having quite a cold winter in Minnesota, and in the past weeks, my terrible boys haven't been feeding him. He has begun lingering in or near our yard. He absolutely appears to be starving to death. We will see him wheezing and growling outside. Then, a couple nights ago, my terrible boys decided to leave a carton of eggs and a 2-pound bag of cheddar cheese on our porch because they want to give Kyle diarrhea forever.
They wanted him to make an omelet.
Which you can imagine he loved. He did seem to go away for a couple of days. Then yesterday he got very aggressive with my wife, scaring her quite a bit and tearing her insulated leg. I feel bad for the coyote. I feel bad for the coyote because it seems like he became reliant on the food from my terrible sons during the winter, and now he's in a situation where he didn't move to a location when he should have. But I can't have a coyote attacking my family. If I have to shoot him, I will do it. But it feels wrong, and it doesn't help that my terrible sons have given him a name, Kyle, and grown attached. What should I do? I added a lot of words to that question, and normally I try to just preserve the work as it is in its native state. But boy, when the shoe fits, wear it.
What? Can we all agree that at this point, Coyote Kyle is trying to replace Human Kenneth?
As the new as Coyote Dad?
Yes, Coyote Dad.
New Coyote
Like
Dad.
he approached the wife the only way he knows how. He's been courting the two sons. This is like that movie Daddy's Home, except with a coyote.
Or the movie Jack Frost, where Michael Keaton dies and becomes a snowman. Kenneth, I guess he hasn't died yet, has he? Well, he will if this coyote has his way.
I'll shoot him if he doesn't shoot me
It's
first.
basically exactly Octodad, except
Yeah.
instead of an octopus, it's a coyote. And
Yeah.
instead of hilarious adventures, he eats everybody.
He eats
and-
all of them.
And he eats them, and it takes 30 seconds. It's a very short game in which you eat your whole family.
Here's a movie idea, and it's about a coyote that wants to be the dad of a family. But there's already a dad, and this makes the coyote very sad, and it's starving to death. And the coyote is voiced by who's hot? Who do people like love just hearing their?
Channing Tatum?
No. The fucking the late night host guy, the British late night host guy that was on that Doctor Who episode, and he was in Into the
James
Woods.
Corden.
James Corden.
Corden.
James Corden plays Kyle, the coyote. A coyote with befriends two children, but their dick dad
Asshole Kenneth.
scares Kyle away and goes in the woods and starves to death. But a fucking fairy comes to him. The guardian of the forest comes to him and says, Kyle, I'll grant you one wish. And he says, I just want to be the dad of this family. And then the fairy bestows upon Kyle the power to go in and eat this dad wholesale. Just eat the dad wholesale. But it's fine because like he's the villain in the story and everybody loves Kyle. And then Kyle gets to be the dad of the family.
Sold.
But you are rooting, again, I have to state this. You are rooting for Kyle. Because he's voiced by a very affable James Corden.
Coming soon from Pixar.
Coming soon from Pixar. Coyote
Dad.
Coyote ate my dad.
Coyote ate my dad, ... But it's okay because he was an asshole.
I really wish I could have been there on the day the other coyotes went to warmer climes, and Kyle's like, nah.
I got a fucking pretty.
For me, bro. I got it. Completely set up here.
Do you have cheese at your warmer locale? No, I didn't think so.
Guys, Bryce and Derek, they got me. They are my bone thugs for life.
They introduced me to their dad. We're tight.
Stacks on stacks.
I want to be there at the introduction. Kyle, Kenneth, Kyle. Pleasure to meet you, sir. Please don't come around my kids anymore.
What? Crazy about these boys, but Kenneth, he left me a little cold.
60 seconds remaining.
1 out of 5 would not meet again.
Would not that again.
Kenneth, you say you want me to stay away from your sons, but do you know another way for coyotes to get Dunkaroos? Like, do you know of another way, a method I'm unfamiliar with?
This is the twist. Asshole Kenneth, right, doesn't want the kids to be around Kyle, but he's also not there for the kids. But Coyote Kyle is going to teach Asshole Kenneth how to be a better dad. And he, like, drags him in the woods and, like, I don't know, keeps him in the woods for a couple days. And he's like, I'll show you how I interact with my family, Kenneth.
And what does that entail? Like, just like killing like rabbits and like bringing them
Killing,
home?
like, fowl and,
Yeah, sure.
like, dragging, I don't know, rabbits back for his kids. And then Kenneth is like, I've never killed a rabbit for my kids. Kyle, you're the better dad. I've got to go on, I don't know, some kind of spiritual hike for several months. Please don't eat my wife while I'm gone.
Do you think this is how that Revenant movie like started when they were like blue sky in it? Is that what the film is called?
Yes.
The Revenant.
Except I think
I think it's called That Revenant movie.
That Revenant movie, and that Nosferatu did, and they would like the original idea for the flick was a dad who befriends a coyote and he learns to be a better dad, and then at the end of the movie, of course, he has to kill the coyote, just because like nature, and then like it says something about like how humanity abuses nature. I'm still like working on what the imaginary pitch would be, etc. But then it got
nature versus eggs.
Then Leo rolled up and was like, they are not going to give me the Oscar for this. They are not going to give me the Oscar for this.
Make it a bear.
Make it a bear.
Step 1.
Step 1, get rid of the talking of the bear. That's not going to do it for me. I have to
I
be
kill the
honest.
bear in scene 2. I adopt its cubs. Now I am the bear.
This is better. Fuck. Guys, why aren't we making movies?
Being a bear dad is Oscar bait. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, and being a dad named Oscar is bear bait.
Shit.
Science.
How many fucking Hearts of the Ocean do the three of us fucking manufacture every episode that we then just like toss into the furnace saying like, good joke, bye, good idea, into the furnace with you? And if we actually followed through with our fucking dreams for once, we would be the most successful entertainers in the world.
Yeah.
Coyote Dad coming to screens near you 2018.
Maybe this is the time.
Is this the one that we finally just buckle down and get it done?
Well, we have to come up with a better name than Coyote Dad. All the other
Coyote
stuff.
Dad the musical. Coyote Ugly.
Coyote
What about,
Ugly?
why don't we just call it Kyle? Like, if they can call a movie Carol, and it's like, what's it about? It's like, don't worry about it. I don't see why we can't just call our movie... Yeah, I don't see why we can't name our movie Kyle. And then we know at least one thing, every Kyle in the world is going to go see it. And that's what, like 300,000 people?
Finally, a movie for me.
Yeah, they will say. And then they'll show up, and it'll actually be a story about, like, being a good dad and a good human. More
And a
important.
good Kyle.
And a good... Well, yes.
A good human, a great Kyle.
That's the tag.
An okay Coyote.
Okay Coyote, the world's premier coyote dating site. right next to
But where's all the coyotes in this bar?
Okay,
They're
Coyote.
all online, chum.
Okay Coyote is the second most popular coyote website in the world, right behind Dad Yelp, which is where coyotes leave reviews of dads for other coyotes. to read.
And also hook up. I met my wife on Dad Yelp.
Kenneth, what's wrong? You're crying in front of your computer. Yeah, I just logged on to Dad Yelp, and that
great.
coyote that our terrible sons have befriended, he has left some pretty wretched comments about me on here. I think I have to kill Kyle.
I just want everyone to know that it's just occurred to me that when I picture Kyle underneath a rock out in the woods,
Yeah.
I'm kind of picturing that shadow wolf from Neverending Story,
Okay.
who's like the voice of the nothing.
Yeah, sure.
That's how I'm picturing Kyle, but still more charming than Kenneth.
Yeah, fuck Kenneth for real though. I'm glad
How
I got.
bad of a dad you have to be before your kids are like, here's our new dad, a coyote.
Yeah.
Coyote.
You'll do.
He ate Mom's insulated leggings.
Yeah. He ate our mom's insulin, and he's our new dad, and we love him. What? How bad
Get
is
out,
your real
Kenneth.
dad?
I do want to just shout out to my girl Amanda on Yahoo. 17% best answers, not bad. Who says, call a zoo and ask for advice. Animal control will probably just result to violence. Pretty cool.
Haven't we?
Hi, zoo. Do you guys see any coyotes?
I've got a free coyote here.
I've got a free coyote. Like, you've captured one? Like, I guess we could open up a coyote exhibit. No, I don't have it I don't, like, have it in hand. You guys would have to send your, like, wranglers for that.
Now we're pitching a mouse hunt type movie where a hilarious, like, befuddled zookeeper shows up to help Kenneth catch Kyle, but Kyle cannot be caught. He is outsmarting them left and right while teaching the sons, I don't know, about life?
Yeah.
I don't know. But in the end, they all learn something from Kyle. Also, maybe he's magic. I don't know. We can focus group that
I
later.
feel like even animal control would be a bit of a stretch, right? Because he calls animal control. He's like, "Hi, Kyle the coyote. I don't know if you guys know him, but could you come kill him? What's he doing to you, sir? Well, nothing right now, but like earlier, he tore my wife's leggings and he taught my sons how to vape, and I really I would like him to be killed, please."
Really? Is he in your house? No, he's in the woods. If anything, I'm in his house.
Yeah, he's in the woods like a regular coyote, but I just hate it when he comes around.
Just
Hey,
hate
animal
knowing.
control, could you come take my terrible children away? They keep luring coyotes to my house.
I just hate knowing that he's out there somewhere. Thinking about...
Kyle is out there putting the moves on my family and my house and everything, and trying to steal my. I have a coyote who's doing identity theft to me, and he's stealing my credit cards out of the shredded receipts out of there and put it back together. This little
Kenneth, please stop calling.
Hi, is this the number for animal control? Yes, Kenneth, what is it today? I was gonna make nachos to eat during the big game, but all the fucking ched's gone. Why is that even close to being our jurisdiction? And I think
It was 2 pounds.
it was 2 fucking pounds.
It was supposed to be all the cheddar I needed for the month.
There's only one animal I know that can down that much ched. Oh God, no.
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 And it all like Kaiser Soze falls into place in his mind.
Yeah.
He can just see Kyle putting all the pieces in
You see
place.
4 paws walking out of step, and then they start like into a perfect prancing gallop, and then you pan up a little bit, and there's a big fur-lined cheesy mouth. And he's wearing sunglasses, and he goes, nachos. Cut to black.
Fade to black.
Fade to, no, don't fade, cut it. Hard cut.
Star Wipe.
No, not even Star Wipe, like nachos. Bam! A Macro Brothers production.
With some Guy Ritchie music.
Fuck yeah, Guy Ritchie's a band. Guy in the Family Ritchies.
Rags to Richies.
We're changing everything right now! Film, music! It's all on the fucking table. The world is ours.
Hey,
We just have to take it. Just have to reach out and take it. Rags to Riches is actually not a great idea because we would have to convince Guy Ritchie to start a family band. Yeah. And I don't like the movie is perfect. The movie is Money in the Bank. Rags to Riches is going to be a tough sell.
That's gonna be tough sell.
But you do the movie to support Rags to Riches.
I guess
Yeah,
yes.
sort of like they form at the same time.
Yeah. And you're driving business to Rags to Riches.
Yeah. That's all that's the secret to good business is funneling. This one is sent in by Rob Van Litwig. Thank you, Rob. It's by Yahoo Answers user. Oh, okay. Well, okay. All right. So this Yahoo Answers user has Brack as their user icon. So I got really excited about what the name would be, but then I hovered over it, and the name is Brack Hates Hillary Clinton.
No.
Okay.
which I don't know. I think you may be projecting a little bit. Anyway, this person says, how would you handle students who charge your son or daughter $1 each time he or she farts in class?
So open. That's what you're gonna say.
You were hoping at what point did you start hoping for that?
He waited with bated breath.
How would you handle students who charge your son or daughter $1 each time he or she farts in class?
I love this because I think.
You love this.
Well, there's an inherent implication that it has happened enough that they had to establish the measures.
Yeah. Well,
This was like the swear jar in the office. It was like, no, you know what, Derek? Fine. You want to do it? Every time it's $1. Now, do you want to do it? Oh, you're still doing it. $5.
I would want this because this could turn into a very weird, potentially profitable form of bullying. Because if in the wrong hands, this lawkeeper would just be like, I heard that cheesy blast, you give me $1. It's like, I didn't, guys, I didn't.
That was Steve. That wasn't me.
And so I would
They're a little
almost
higher pitched. That's how you can tell.
I would almost want this to be either like an elected position or like a captain of the safety patrol. Maybe just the captain of the safety patrol is the one that does it.
The question is it everybody is held to the same standard, or is it just one kid?
Right? Can he buy somebody else's carbon offset
Yeah.
credits to like
Much better.
blow some more if they aren't particularly tuning?
That's a good point. Another form of corruption is you just bribe the Justicar and say like, how about you let me get off scot-free? I'll give you 5 for 10.
I also wonder if you could, like, if you do pay the $1, that's the system that you put in place here. If you do pay the $1, do you then get to fart without any sort of like shame or
Like you pay ahead, you pay it forward. You say like, here's 10 for the day. Leave me alone.
I'm just gonna be ripped nonstop.
Here's a GameStop pre-order for the fart I'm gonna do at 3:15 p.m. today. Look forward to that.
Where's the money go? Do you think it just goes into a pool for the whole class, or is there one specific kid who's
fucking
collecting this?
you go to fucking Cedar Point. It's like it's a big class trip. It's like, damn, thanks, Michael. Keep eating that fibrous food, my boy.
I'm glad you like that hummus, Michael.
Come on,
Damn,
Pay
Michael,
for us to go to Cosi. Thanks,
I'm having a fun time on this roller coaster. Glad you're lactose intolerant as fuck, Mikey. I wish Mikey could have been here with us on this roller coaster trip he paid for, but unfortunately his parents had to sell their house.
me agarraste en curva.
Done tooted their savings away.
The law's the law.
Kids took me out of house and
I wish it
home.
was up to me.
Man, this is the best fart trip we've ever been on, guys.
Here I am.
Next year, let's really up all the sort of high protein beanie foods, and let's get to Cabo.
We had a great time, Miss Frizzle.
Miss Frizzle, let's fart our way to Cabo. What if the teacher in the bank was the only one? Like, anytime someone in the class farted, the teacher was the one paying the tax.
What sense does that make?
That's just the teachers are already not making enough money. And now they're having to pay for their students' toots?
I think it's like cab rules, right? Like they have to hang signs up in cabs now because human beings are awful. And it's like, hey, I could drive around in this car all day. Just don't, please don't. I think the teachers operate by the same rule set. Like you can move on in third period, you get to leave and go study science, but your specter hangs out here in this room I have to be in all day. I think the teacher gets a buck. I think the teacher gets the buck.
Well, they're definitely getting their beak wet in this whole you pay a buck for it. Like maybe.
Oh, they're definitely getting the juice somewhere. Yeah. The big.
Going towards their 401k, you know what I mean?
I'm worried we've been indelicate. I'm worried we've been indelicate. because I'm looking at the answers that people have said, and they're all very concerned. I would talk to the school. Any act of being mean or extorting another student is being an actual bully. The school principal won't do anything, go to the school board. If they won't do anything, raise hell. Start calling news stations and create a Facebook post on the school site. Try to get... Oh, thanks, Dad!
Oh.
My flatulent son is getting bullied so bad. Next on WCHS News, this kid farts a bunch. Oh my God, you wouldn't believe it. Anyway,
this is bullying and not just like a once or twice thing.
And just so we get it right on the lower third, the last name is Stinkmeister? No, I told you already. That's not it.
It's Stonkenmeister.
Stonkenmeister, please.
I don't know which side of this I come down on. I feel like... Justin, you're a parent now.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it depends on how the bully comports himself. Like
Good
I feel like
point.
if it's like give me $1, Farty, like it's bad. But if he's like, listen, I hate that. Like,
I hate that I have to do this.
But you know it's out of my hands. Like
What if he's got a little like green visor and like some like sleeve garters, and every time there's a fart, he just like taps it into like a paper calculator printer thing and like pulls out a handle, and he's like, "That's one more." And it's not. There's no bullying to it whatsoever. This is just like a fact, like matter of fact exchange of goods and services. You fart, it's $1. Period.
What's the punishment if you don't pay up though?
Punishment?
prison?
What? They break your legs.
Oh God.
oh yeah, they break your legs.
What if you have a chair that just like squeaks weird?
Okay, let me pose this to you guys. You travel back in time in your minds to when you were in like middle school, high school, elementary school.
Yeah.
If you knew you could pay $1, and if you paid, you would receive no ridicule for farting.
This is what I was saying, Like this is what I'm saying. I think it's worth it if it's like I don't have to lie about this.
Yep.
I don't have to fucking be ashamed. One time, a kid pretended that I farted in class, and it was this kid pretended that I farted in class, and he was a friend of mine, but he pretended that I farted in class after I think he farted, and I got so mad at him that I picked up a pencil and jammed it into his thigh.
Jesus.
And I got had a little bit of trouble with the higher ups. But like
that whole thing could have been avoided with the proper exchange of...
if I could have been like, yeah, I guess so. Pay the man.
Yeah.
Pay the man his fart money. Like fart bounties could really help to eliminate the embarrassment. You know,
Right?
you can just do it because it's human.
'Cause I
But you
think that
should
there's-
have to pay a price. There should be a price. You're emitting. This could be a great way to teach kids about the carbon tax, though.
Yeah.
Like, yes, I understand that you have to emit these gases. You are going to pay for what you've emitted into our lungs.
I just think that there's a whole sliding scale you could set up to pay off, like, what is your penance to pay off embarrassment tax in school, where it's just like, oh, like I whatever, fill in the blank, farted in class, or like I accidentally called the teacher mommy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Here's
sure.
$2, and now
Well,
I
that would
can't get made fun of.
that would actually be a great equalizer for this fungible strata that we discussed earlier. Because like if there's a kid in your class who's like really rich, then you could just assume that they need all that money to pay off like the farts that they do. And so
All
like
the
a rich kid is no longer like in charge of the school, right?
Yeah.
The rich kid is now this like, oh, you must need all that. You must need all of your parents' money because of...
You're a fart leper.
Yeah. This has been this got weird. Can we do another question?
Man, I'm still trying to get myself together. I really, for a 35-year-old, like, I do think farts are very funny.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, I've been doing the show for a while. You think I'd be a nerd to it, but man, oh man.
Can I read a question?
Yeah.
Now
Okay,
arriving
because I really
in
like
town.
this one.
Welcome to the big show.
I hope I don't blow it. I recently went to a liquor store and bought a magnum of wine to last me the week. On the walk home, I stopped in the grocery store and proceeded to drop the full magnum of wine, which proceeded to shatter and spill out on the floor. I quickly got someone who works at the store to let them know, and then walked out feeling embarrassed. As I walked home, though, I started to feel guilty that I seemingly walked into a store, smashed the bottle, and then walked out. Brothers, should I have waited while they cleaned up or offered to help in some way? And that's from No More Wine in New York.
Oh man, what a fun situation.
And everyone.
Why did you? It's weird. The weird thing to me, I guess New York, like they don't have grocery stores in New York, so you have to go to like Jim's Ham Depot and get your ham, and then you have to go to the root vegetable depot and a lot of depots. So you do have to like stop in like 16 different discrete places just to like get the components of a single meal. Because to me it's weird to think like, oh, I bought a big bottle of wine. Now it's time to go take this and me and my grapey buddy to a second location. That part is weird. That part's weird to me. Should you feel bad? No, that's their job. And
But you should feel bad. I hate this situation for you so much because you bought what was supposed to last you a week and you lost it in moments. And like that's so painful to me.
You're sad. Wait, you're sad because the wine died.
The wine died, Griffin. That was going to be their wine compatriot. That was like, hey, you and me for the week. This is like my ration of wine. Yeah. And you lost it. And like, you're not going to get enough. You walked home in shame. And you're going to punish yourself for the week because you made like the stock boy clean up your Magnum mess. And
is there a similar situation? Is there anything worse than breaking a glass while you're at a bar or a restaurant and being like, I made a
Yeah, there is something worse. Bringing in a glass from another restaurant, smashing it on the floor, because that's what this person
Yeah,
did.
but that's not theirs. Like, if I would rather somebody came in my house and like shattered some dishes that they brought from home than do it to my own shit. I went on a bunk strike, by which I mean a drunk bike. They should call it that, because once you reach
That'd be
a certain
funny.
point, that's all you called it. I want a drunk. What's it called? Like you get on the pedal wagon. Pedal wagon, yeah. And went on a bar crawl, and we stopped at one place that had a little arcade in the back. And so me and a buddy I put in some quarters to play some Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Championship Edition. I was like, fuck yeah, here we go. Almost as soon as I put the quarters in and began my campaign as Honda, I put my drink down on the NBA Jam machine, not realizing that the console I put that on
It's a
was sitting.
sloped console.
It was at about maybe like a 60-degree angle. It's not some slope. And so my glass broke, and I was torn because there was broken glass on the floor. It was a hazard. But I just begun my game of Street Fighter 2 Turbo Edition.
What did you do?
I stood there. Somebody came and cleaned it up.
while you continued playing, like you just like lifted your feet up without looking at them so they could sweep around your toes.
It was 50 cents. It was 2 quarters.
Listen, I get it. Question after this, the next time this happens and you drop it, it shouldn't happen again, and it shatters on the ground, I want you to loudly announce, the Piggly Wiggly sends their regards, and then storm out.
Here, if this is not necessarily a funny thing to say, but it is the truth. You couldn't have had it cleaned up because they, I'm sure, have like insurance policies that do not protect them if like customers get hurt in their store. If you were cleaning up your own shit in the store and then you got cut, then that could be a lawsuit. So we'll let you help anyway.
And it would have been way worse if you had just stood there watching them clean up. That was the right thing.
That was literally the worst thing you could. Like that would be worse than kicking your teeth.
Mop up my
your bottle.
Mop up my screw up my whoops.
Because if you take that a step further, you're concerned that you're someone who just seems to walk in, smash a thing, and leave. It's way worse to be a person who walked in, smashed a thing, so they could watch others clean it up. Like, that's a way worse person to be.
Okay. I have a fucking great solution. And this is a new thing that everybody can do anytime you want, okay? You ready? I'm going to change this person's life and everybody's life. Next time you do something that's like so embarrassing that you think you're never, like you make a huge mess in a place, or you're like happen to this person, you smash a bottle or whatever, just run for the door, and right as you hit the door, as you're about to leave, shout, "Jackass 4, coming to theaters next year!" And run out the door.
So anytime you bust your ass,
Bust
like
your
on
ass,
yeah.
you fall, you knock something over, whatever.
Point at a bush and say, "Did you get that?
Did you get it? Say, did you get it? Or like get your camera phone out and act like you're like talking into it, like you're getting some like guerrilla footage, and then just shout, "Jackass 4 coming to theaters next year."
Yeah, you crash your car into another car, and you'd be like, got you, punked, season 3.
I'm Johnny Knoxville," and then you run away.
What's up, wild boys? Fuck you and your Jeep. Later. Got you, season 4. Bam's here, the whole team.
It's Bam Town, and then you run away.
Just, I thought you were going to go a different way. I thought we were on another like psychic link thing, where my idea was for situations like this where there is no good solution. What if everybody just carried a bag of treats around with them, and that's like their last resort whoopsie bag? And it's like if you drop a bottle of wine and somebody else has to clean it up, and there's no good solution for this problem. So maybe you just like reach in and you'd be like, fuck, all right, well, listen, obviously I goofed up and you're having to deal with it, so what do you like a fun-sized Snickers? I've got like little puzzles in here. I've got
super high bouncy balls.
I've got some I got one of those you know those little plastic homies that you could get from the little gashapon machines. I got a couple of those if that's what you're into, and I have one slimy hand left. So which is it going to be?
Which is it going to be?
I would take the slimy hand if I were you, because that's like you can get a lot of fun out of it. There's also
You always got to dig to the bottom to find the foam plane.
No, and it's never gonna be good. Like, yeah.
But you love the idea of it because it's like, ooh, it's like a World War II fighter plane, but it's gonna last you like 30 seconds in the real world.
Power
It
flight.
basically turns your life into one of those hair redemption machines at Fantastic Sam's.
Yeah. Boy, that's gonna be an extremely local joke. Do you guys want to?
Fantastic Sam's all over the fucking place.
But did they do the hair machine there?
They don't even do it. They don't even do it at the Fantastic Sam's in Huntington.
They realized they were losing a ton of money on toys, and the hair was not covering the cost.
Okay,
Still wish I could figure out how the fuck they did this though.
just to explain it. And
No, don't.
I want to explain it because if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's gonna sound fucking wild. There was a little. Okay, it was a box.
You can't pretend like you know how this shit works either.
There was a box where the box of the TV was.
Right.
Yeah.
Underneath that box, there was a flap, right? Some sort of like almost like a cat door into this machine, and then you open the machine and you throw your hair in. You like scoop up some of your hair off the floor, and you throw it in the machine, and then something happens.
A wizard turns your hair into toys.
And then all of a sudden, there's a toy there and no more hair.
So don't piss that wizard off when he's just like walking down the street like you bump shoulders and you're like, watch it, loser. And he's like, oh yeah? Your fucking hair is starbursts now, asshole. Oh god.
Damn it.
Not again. Oh no. Hey bro, your hair is homies. Deal with it, idiot. Maybe think about that next time before you fuck with a hair lock.
I don't know if that was. We'll probably get some good emails and tweets about that, like to let us know if that was just a. Because they don't even do it there anymore.
Yeah.
Also, Fantastic Sam's. This is something the woman at Fantastic Sam's told me that I was not aware of. That all of the men and women that worked at Fantastic Sam's had to use. They couldn't use their own names.
So we're saying you're telling me that Sonny at Fantastic Sam's is not named. Wait a minute.
Sunny works at MasterCard.
Oh, sorry.
And they don't do. And also too, they don't do. But they used to not let people use their name.
Why?
Much better.
Because they wanted it to be like a chain, like a uniformity of experience. So like they wanted you to not. I mean,
It's like Doctor Fucking Who. It's like a mantle passed from person to person.
exactly.
I'm Batman. Like what? What are you talking? How could that? What business? Why would they do that? Nobody else does that. It's like you can't go to Taco Bell and be like, "Yo, David, where's David at? Which one of you's David?" Because there's one in every Taco Bell. Where's my Taco Bell Dave? Is there a Dave here?
I also think though that it's the like they didn't want you to go open up your own. Like if you left Fantastic Sam's, you could not take a customer because they could never find you again.
So like if you leaned in and you're like, my real name is Cobb, like all the other people would turn around, sirens and shots from the ceiling, you'd be dragged away.
Yeah, that's right. If you
And a different David would come out to finish cutting your hair. Like, I've always been David. I don't know what you're talking about.
The spear from the island would just like float over and just consume them. Nope. Not crime.
Like, well, it's sort of like on a Flavor of Love. When the women would get to the Flavor of Love house, they would lose their nicknames and they would get their real names back. Like they had to earn them. Like as soon as they were eliminated by Flav, they would no longer be like Stinkweave or whatever their fake name was. They could be like Jillian again.
Oh man, you just pitched a wonderful dating reality show where
Yeah,
it's
it's
all
called
about
Flavor
them.
of Love, Travis.
No. Imagine this, where it's like the 20 women and they're all trying to compete to get kicked off so they can be free and earn their names back and like return to their lives.
That is actually not too far.
That's
from
actually
for,
pretty
like,
close.
Later seasons, especially.
Let's go to the money zone so we don't have to kickstart this brave new vision for reality television. This Yahoo was sent in by Meredith Mahan. Thank you, Meredith. It's by Yahoo Answers user Voltorb8787. Thank you, Voltorb. Who asks, are double ghosts real? I know regular ghosts are real.
Wait, hold on, real quick.
Yep.
I want to guess what he means before you say it.
Why don't you write it down on a piece of paper?
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm gonna type it into the Skype window. Keep going.
Okay. I know regular ghosts are real. My cousin.
Want Travis. I'm sorry, this has become much more important than the question.
Okay. It's a fun little meta game that really none of our listeners are going to be able to enjoy, but we'll see how Travis.
He'll enjoy it afterwards.
I know, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, okay.
At least this is actually 2 guesses, Travis, which is kind of bullshit.
Well, it's double ghost, the double guess, bitch.
All right. Are double ghosts real? I know regular ghosts are real. My cousin said that a ghost could die and be a double ghost. And the ghost connection to the spirit world is stronger and it's more
We
powerful.
all make mistakes.
See, I would think it would be weaker.
Why is that?
Well, because the ghost, like, already can't, like, manifest as much as a human being is. So you would think then the second ghost would be even flimsier than the ghost.
See, we're getting into some Channel 101 prison. The prison inside the prison where prisoners go for breaking the rules. We are really getting fucked. There's different planes, right? There's got to be like different. Just watching Poltergeist, I feel like they addressed this.
The problem is that how deep does that rabbit hole go? Can you have triple ghosts?
Oh, eventually there's just going to be one ghost in the deepest verse, right? Unless you're talking about like a ghost, like quintuple ghost murder suicide.
Well, you can have a quintuple ghost because that's how God was born. God's a quintuple ghost.
I don't. But where did he come from? You know what I mean? That's always the big question, isn't it?
Whoa, it's a real chicken and egg kind of thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? How would
Well,
you?
what if each time the ghost died and came back, they were just 1% smaller?
Now, okay, I like this, but then okay,
But also 1% denser. And so then eventually you get like a dark matter kind of thing,
So
right?
once-
Where you have a very tiny but very dense ghost.
that ghost is gonna be super A, easy to eat, B, delicious. Ghosts are gonna eat the fuck out of small ghosts. So you're saying like once a ghost is being eaten by other livelier, I guess, for lack of a better adjective, ghosts, they get super fucking fat.
I bet you guys.
No, not fat, dense.
You know what I bet, guys? I bet that Pac-Mans have protests about people creating quadruple ghosts for eating because it's cruel to ghosts.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that shit. Pinky and
Yeah.
Bunky and Inky and all those dudes, they gotta be like
Yeah.
trillions upon trillions of layers.
They're like foie ghosts, and they have been farm raised, killed multiple times for the most delicious to the residents of Pac-Man.
How do you kill ghosts?
That is a huge question that I have been struggling with. I feel like
we know that you
If I know one thing from Final Fantasy, you cast Cure on them.
yeah, that definitely hurts their HP. Or
it's
life.
more of a banishment. I feel like you can only banish a ghost. I feel like killing a ghost.
Well, you
is-
can bust them. You know what I mean? You can banish
You can also shame them.
That's really just a containment, isn't it? I mean, ghosts aren't being busted so much as they are just being imprisoned. The whole thing's a misnomer.
Well, when you bust them, it's sort of like when like you're on a basketball court and someone does like an ankle breaker and like the dribbles around you, like, they bust you, and then you got bested. You know what I mean? So like it's like embarrassing. So you've also embarrassed them.
Could a ghost be ill and recover? Or be like mortally wounded, but
not die.
You can't be mortally wounded if you're already dead. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I'm
You
saying.
could be immortally wounded.
That's tricky.
Griffin, can you read the question again real quick?
Sure.
Oh, my.
Are double ghosts real? Did you need more or just the
No, but past
the
that.
synopsis? I know regular ghosts are real. My cousin
Okay.
said that a ghost could die and be a double ghost.
I just wanted to stop you right there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, this guy has the sweetest cousin ever.
Yeah, it's
This
pretty
guy
cool.
is cousining so hard, and that is exactly what a cousin should be doing. Not only reinforcing your own dumb belief in ghosts, but expanding your horizons on what a ghost can be.
Because one of two things is going on. Either that cousin just went back to his friends like, oh my god, you guys, I totally told Todd that ghosts could die. Or that cousin is Stephen Hawking.
There are some people who responded to this question, and the tone of their answers possess a level of certainty with which I speak about, like, the deliciousness of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, or the fact that the sun rises in the morning. They are so certain that they have solved this conundrum. Like, for instance, you can't die twice. A ghost can only stay in its current state or move on to the other side, one word, accepting that it is no longer part of the physical world. If the ghost crosses over, they become a spirit, which is the soul's natural state. In that sense, the spirit would be more powerful because it would no longer be tied to the physical realm or to its own past anymore, and would also obtain knowledge and support from the other side. So it sounds like being a ghost is kind of a shit deal.
Yeah. It's not something I want to sign up for.
Yeah, but I mean, how is that any different from how we used to speak with certainty about the sun revolving around the earth?
You're saying ghost technology hasn't come far enough. The research
I'm just
isn't
saying
there.
that, listen, you can believe with your mind all you want, you gotta believe with your heart. And I believe ghosts can die and come back with my heart.
That doesn't make it true, Travis.
I believe with my heart.
Listen, he's got mustard seed faith in his heart about his hypothesis of ghost murder. Let's just let it be, because we're obviously not going to be able to change his mind about it. He said, Travis, are you set in your ways?
No, because it's not in my mind, it's in my heart.
Right, in your mustard heart. Is there anything I can say to you to change your mind?
You can show me a ghost who hasn't died.
I'm sure there are tons of ghosts that haven't died, just in the same way that there are tons of humans who haven't died. So
Show me.
show you
You can't prove a negative.
show you a human that hasn't died.
Yes.
Pierce Brosnan, Emilio Estevez.
We're getting off track.
Courtney
You're
Love.
confusing me with your logic.
Me.
What is your damn science?
The heavens opened up, and Juicy Crust came down from heaven above and said, Travis, ghosts can never die. What would you say then?
I know, because I invented them.
I invented ghosts.
I would say that I was an American, and I would wait to hear from our Jesus.
Which Jesus?
Jeezy Creasy.
Yes, I can't argue with that.
If you change your mind.
This Yahoo was sent in by Harrison Ross. Thanks, Harrison. It's by Yahoo Answers user a friendly cow, top contributor,
Everything can be hacked.
who asks,
And everyone.
why can't you just walk into a store and take
I'm going
something?
to find a way through Helix's
Then walk out.
firewalls.
Like, who is going to stop you? Walmart stopped funding that greeters, so you could just walk in, take whatever, and walk out. As long as it doesn't have one of the things that make the alarms by the door go off.
Mother knows that everyone dies.
That's actually an unspoken law. No one sees you, and you're good. It's like, oh, you got us.
If you're saying shoplifting is legal if you can cross the barrier and nobody sees you. The statute of limitations on that is until you get to your car. And then once you're there, it's all yelly oxen free.
I mean, that's the question. If the question is why don't you do that, the answer is everybody does all the time.
Yeah.
You just described the exact conditions through which everyone is stealing everything.
Is everyone's doing? I've never shoplifted anything in my life.
Can I tell you why everyone doesn't do that? Because it's not exactly like everybody who would shoplift from Walmart is a master thief. I worked in loss prevention at Best Buy, and like the ability to be like, oh, look at that person who's like hiding their eyes and looking around, and it's like, yeah, you're not exactly like Pink Panther in this shit.
But-
like it's that guy in the hoodie who won't make eye contact with anyone.
But like at Walmart, what's gonna like? I've never understood. You can just grab the thing and walk out the door, and even if somebody's like, "Hey, you can't do that. I work at Walmart. You have to pay for that." What's stopping you from just being like, no, and there's really not anything you can do to stop me, and then getting in your car and driving away?
I mean, you can't do that. Can't they detain you? Can't they
No, they can't. You know why? 'Cause I'm a fucking adult, and they have no legal authority over me.
So wait, Griffin, are you implying that all of capitalism is just a smokescreen, and we only do it because we think we have to do it?
I'm saying that the societal norms are all entirely projected
Enemy
into our
turret
own
here.
minds by ourselves and our teachers. I'm saying if I go to Target right now, I can pick up
¿Qué onda?
a fucking PlayStation 3 and walk out the door, and someone's like, "Hey, you can't take
Enemy
that. I work
turret
at Target,"
destroyed.
and I can say, "You're not my dad."
Feeling
Like
much
later,
better.
later. And I
Oh,
can hop on my
okay.
skateboard that I've been riding through Target the entire time because nobody can they can't touch me. That's for fucking
It's
sure.
like Target is like a haunted house rules. They can't touch you.
They can't touch you. They're not gonna. There's a security guard by the door. He's not fucking ordained by the city. And my taxes don't pay his salary. He's not gonna fucking shoot me later.
If you ever want to have some fun,
His gun squirts mustard. There's no way.
That's why he sits by the fucking food court. He is not a cop later, dog. Later.
Intentemos otra vez.
if you ever want to have some fun, if you're at like a big box store, trust me, as someone who works in loss prevention, they won't do shit until you try to leave with it, even if they watch you do it. So just make eye contact with someone in the electronics department and put something down your pants. And then just before you leave, pull it back out and put it on a shelf. And then just log out, goodbye everybody. And like, you've
Or,
done
can I give you an alternative theory? Just shove it down your pants and walk the fuck out of the store because they're not cops. I wouldn't shoplift from a cop store, a cop good store staffed entirely by cops. They're gonna fucking enforce that shit.
Travis, what did you actually do to someone you thought was
EMP charge.
like what was my process?
Crack this open. Crack open how fucking impotent these dudes are.
It
Enemy
really
turret.
is. Okay, listen, I don't want to put all security guards on blast because I feel like I'm betraying my brotherhood. But here's the thing, you guys. The amount of, call it like the amount of things that you have to prove before you could even have someone arrested.
Right.
Like here's the thing. I could watch you, Griffin McElroy, do it, right?
Yeah,
Steal something.
and you know I'm fucking going to after this
Ahorita
goddamn
regreso.
podcast.
And then if I lost eye contact,
My
like if I
ultimate is
lost the
ready.
visuals on you and you were just gone and then showed back up, I couldn't do shit.
Couldn't do
Because I couldn't prove all you would have to say is like, no, put it back.
Hey, that's not cool. I'm gonna call real cops. All right, they'll be here in like 20 minutes. Later. My car is 20 feet away. Bye.
what Griffin is making is not that it's not about whether or not they see you do it. What he's saying is they can watch
I'm
you
out
do
of
it.
here.
Watch you walk out
Much
the
better.
door, and they cannot do anything.
They can't do fucking anything because they're not a cop or my dad. If my dad was working loss prevention, he's like, no, son, don't. I'd be like, all right, I'll put it back. I put it back. But very rarely would that happen because my dad doesn't work.
That would be a sweet, like, some sort of a duel between. They bring on Clint because he's the only one that can stop. Sort of Tom terrified.
I think that's
Like repelling through the ceiling. The dad.
Except by repelling through the ceiling, you like
just walking in and taking
a handful of boxes of Mike and Ike's and walking out.
I wouldn't think I would go that small. I mean, I will go that small. I'll go small to big. I'm not going to shit anymore.
I have security objectives.
I don't believe in shoplifting. It makes me so sad because I know who it affects. So what I do is I go in and I pick up the thing, and then I leave like a clay pot I've made, or some like shiny
We all make
stones.
You like so you like covert bartering, basically.
Yeah,
You like
well,
very
I know that
one-sided bartering.
they can't say yes to it because then everybody can do it. But I know that they appreciate those sand dollars.
It's like farting in yoga class. That is what I equate shoplifting to. Is like farting in yoga class. Because what you've done inventory at a major retail chain before. I have too. I mentioned Justin has too since he's worked about 28 retail jobs. It's like 75, and then the other shit is just straight up crib. And when if you become a cog in that machine, you're literally just a drop in the bucket. You're adding 0.0001 to the shoplifting rate at that point. Like it doesn't flow to everybody.
Greg, I do want to drop. When I worked at Best Buy, I had like 10 fools arrested.
Yeah.
How, Travis? How?
Because I called the cops before they tried to leave.
But you
the
said
cops
they
are
won't do
waiting us
anything until they try to leave.
Until they try to leave, and so then the people would walk out the door, and the cops would fucking come in.
How on earth? Because I was fucking on point.
I was with your profiling?
No, because I want. Okay, so this is why there are greeters, because people come in and you say hi, and like your normal average person goes, oh hi,
Hora de
and
empezar
then
de
people
nuevo.
who are coming in and
They
steal
look at you,
shit.
they're like, can't talk.
No, there are people that would come in and suddenly they'd be so surprised that a human being was like acknowledging them. They're like, what? Oh, hi.
In which aisle is your small?
Special belt that loosens your pants.
The thing is like all you have to do is watch people. People, like I said, are not exactly master thieves, so they're like looking around all shady and like hiding stuff, and like, you know, when you see a 12-year-old kid checking out the refrigerator section, it's like, no, you're back there stealing stuff.
I'm gonna give you
Ya estoy
one last
lista para
chance at
ese
this
trago.
before I just declare your entire former profession
Enemy
made
threat
up.
ahead.
You can't physically stop people as they're leaving the store, correct?
If someone went, all right, let's paint a hypothetical.
No. I can. I have to prove that they were bypassing.
Let's get
You
started.
can't fucking touch him though. You can't grab him by the scruff. That's what I'm saying. If someone walked into the store and went,
I heartily
let me finish my scenario. Someone walks in the store, goes full-blown supermarket sweep in 2.5 minutes, just like runs to the front aisle, like just like knocking shit into their giant pants, and then runs out. You can't do shit about that.
I would tackle the shit out of them.
You can't. That's assault. That's assault. You go to jail. I don't want that happening, brother.
Mucho mejor.
I would do very well in prison.
I'm just saying
But
you
here's the
wouldn't be able
thing.
to. You would.
I
you-
would though.
The settlement would pay for all the shit that he was going to steal, and then
Enemy
he was
turret.
back to square one.
But see, the problem is, Griffin.
You're not
and I don't know why.
Batman. You're not
I don't know why
Batman
we're
didn't
talking
work
about this
the
now
best
for
way.
20
He
minutes.
well.
But the problem is the fiction that you're creating
Yeah.
is not how people shop. No, I've never seen anyone do that. I agree that would be a solid play.
The reason
But
people
some
don't.
the reason people are trying to heist it, people are trying to ocean the covenant, and like so, was hiding it in a baby can. Like, just pick up the thing and walk out. I do agree with you.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't do it that way.
They're not yet. Not this episode. It's a fucking web.
God, Travis, I bet when you would catch someone stealing, like literally the second the cops are out of earshot, you would just like prank Katrina in the waves and just dance around the store. Like,
I actually, the first time I had someone arrested, I jumped up and down in celebration so hard I hurt my ankle.
Just like Batman does.
I have
I think
a
that's how
question.
the
I'm-
killing joke ended.
I am here at Starbucks studying, and there's a guy taking up the only two comfy chairs with him in his bag, putting his feet on the little table that is shared between them, and hasn't bought a drink. I have no plans on sitting on them, but it's annoying me how inconsiderate it is. I just asked the barista if they could do something about it, and they said they can't even talk to the customers. What can I do to fix this without getting into fisticuffs? And that's from Not a Single Fuck Was Given in South Texas.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something really quick based on this new fucking worldview that I've adopted since we started recording? Just walk up to him and take his bag. Just take his bag and walk out. What is he, like, what can he possibly do? He can't touch you.
No, he actually can at that point.
I don't
Because
think
he is not associated with the store.
I don't think you get the fucking castle doctrine at Starbucks, no matter how much you think you live there,
He's
Brad.
still associated with like humanity and the law, and you could say, "Hey, you assaulted me. I was just trying to steal that."
I just,
Whoa.
Listen.
Mine's a victimless crime in that no one was physically injured, but
Right.
Welcome to
I just, man. This is why we have the liner at the beginning saying don't do anything we say, because I'm basically telling everybody
Everything can be happy.
whatever's not nailed down, man.
Select your hero.
This Yahoo was sent in by John Williams. Thank you, John Williams. It's by Yahoo Answers user Easton, who asks, what are some sexy foods besides hot dogs, pickles, etc.?
Totes of.
For example, a hot dog, a pickle.
Well,
You just said that, so you're kind of being a little redundant. For example, a hot dog, a pickle, a melon. those can all be used as another meaning. What are some other foods than can be used that way?
Wait.
Everything can
This
be
is posted
happy.
in Men's Health.
And everyone.
Wait. I thought this question asker was saying not hot dogs and pickles because of their inherently phallic nature. But if
That's
they're trying
sexy.
to suggest that saying like I want to be all over your hot dog is in any way sexual, they're the worst.
Hey. Let me see that melon. My what? Your honeydew.
I like your melons. I gotta go.
I have to leave. I'm having a pickle problem.
I'm just gonna name foods.
All right.
Okay.
And you guys tell me, gut instinct.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
Okay.
Gut instinct.
Let me
is
clear
there
my mind.
Anything sexual or a sexual connotation or a euphemism, whatever, sexual connotation to these foods. Here's your.
Well, we need to back this up, or is it just like gut reaction, yes or no?
No. Yeah. Gut reaction, yes or no. If I completely disagree with you, I will
All right.
stop
I
you
got
first.
kind of a hair trigger down there, though, so
Chicken salad.
no.
No.
No. Okay. Pretzels.
Yeah.
No.
Pretzel rods.
Yes. Anything, any rod, any cucumber rod. Well, cucumber is, I guess, rod.
Cucumber is just
Sort
a
of
rod
native,
shape.
like-
Okay. Cucumber.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jello.
Yes.
Yes.
Jelly.
Yes.
Yes.
Jam.
You're
Yes.
just saying, okay.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yes.
just okay. Peanut butter.
No.
Yes.
Huh. Okay, split decision on that. I'm into it. Half and half.
No. Are you just looking at?
Wait,
things
are
like-
you saying it's a split decision or the food half and half?
I'm not sure anymore.
I want to read some of these answers that have been submitted in response to this this Yahoo Nights mystery, because one of them is the greatest and well, it's the worst thing. It's the worst paragraph ever penned. Less offensive are chocolate ding dongs. Obviously, that's from Vadim S. Olivia says a Hostess Twinkie. They are tan-ish and white creamy stuff comes out of them. UOM says try a banana or a cumber. Which is, I guess, cucumber.
How into cucumbers do you need to
Hey, let me get some of those cumbers.
Hey, you got any cumbers over there?
Richie just says
Sorry, what?
cream. I want to read, though, this new American classic from Spanky Gazpacho DW. This was rated the top answer. It has 4 thumbs up, 0 thumbs down. The asker gave it 1 out of 5 stars, though. So it's a bit contentious.
Make sure someone
It is
stays
not
with
the
it.
answer that the asker wanted, but it is the answer they deserved. Spanky Gazpacho DW says...
Say that name just 8 more times.
Spanky Gazpacho DW. That's an answer right there.
Yeah, and he was also my favorite little rascal.
Spanky Gazpacho DW says. And please just let me get through this.
Understood. My ultimate is almost ready.
Mango is really sexy.
Group up with me.
Don't cut it up and eat it with a
My
fork,
ultimate
though.
is ready.
You have to let the juice drip down your face. You have to suck on that sleeve.
No one can hide.
Visually and expressively. And then literally. Nothing better. A beautiful sweet mango. All over your body. And slowly kissed and licked off.
What are you doing in there, Spanky?
I'm internet. I'm researching.
Come down for dinner. We're having mango for dessert.
Oh Christ!
My brother! It went inside.
I'm sharing it visually and expressively, and then literally. What does that mean, Spanky Gazpacho DW?
Can I just quickly, quick sidebar? I did a Google-roo of Spanky Gazpacho. This is a unique individual haunting Yahoo Answers. There is a question. The top response for Spanky Gazpacho is the question, does anybody here know someone that is nicknamed Gazpacho?
Well, you do
The
now.
top answer is from Spanky Gazpacho. He says, icy gazpacho, that is that cold, emotionless, acidic, tomato-based soupy guy. Gazzy. That got all suspended by Yamster on Christmas Day. Obviously a beaten-up individual bruised by years of haunting. Not like a sweet, juicy, dribbling, tropical mango man. Smothered with affection from caring and giving strangers who have taken him under their wing. A truly one-side affair for which he is overwhelmingly the person who takes the benefit of others' selflessness.
What? Wait, is this motherfucker just like a prophet for mangoes?
I think this motherfucker is an artificial intelligence who is very slowly and surprisingly sensually becoming self-aware.
Are you telling me right now that Spanky Gazpacho was created
In a laboratory, absolutely.
in a lab? Okay, I buy it.
Is it possible that what the deal is that Spanky Gazpacho represents everything that's wrong with humanity, and he realizes, or she realizes, that Mango Boy, or whatever they said was the other person, is all the good, right? And while they're in a constant struggle with their icy nature versus the juicy nature, Spanky Gazpacho also realizes the beauty and wonder that is Mango and wishes they could just be closer to them, but knows that their yin and yang like structure stops them from ever actually consummating the relationship.
My ultimate is ready.
That was, Travis,
Can hide from
the
my
fucking
sight.
craziest thing you've ever said.
We have done this podcast for 240.
And you literally just created a goddamn bonkers religion around some whack Yahoo Answers shit that you just found.
I'm just saying that it's easy for us to judge when we don't know the whole story.
Okay, I'll cut that theory. You're an insane.
Okay.
You're right. That was easy. I judged you like that. But
Travis,
I was having a dissociative episode while you were talking because I was so unable to process the words coming out of your mouth.
well,
This podcast is now officially this episode. I thought we had some pretty good stuff. Adam Levine goofs, I'm into it. Now it's The Ring, and if you listen to it, you die seven days.
well, you know what?
What you said was so fucking weird.
You know what? History will prove one of us right and one of us wrong. That's
Yeah, it's gonna prove you right, because Justin's gonna be fucking dead, and so am I, and so is our millions of listeners, unless they get somebody else to listen to our podcast. This
But
is
not
guys,
me, because Mango will have welcomed me into their arms. Taken me away from this gazpacho-y planet. With its cold and icy human beings.
This is great viral marketing, I guess, unless all of our listeners die, in which case it's bad viral marketing.
Oh, we have one more money zone from the Mango Council.
Oh, great.
Folks, thank you so much for listening to my brother, and me. I want to say a huge thanks to Nature Box who gives you free sample boxes, great tasting, wholesome snacks like BBQ kettle kernels. Go to fuck those. Get some Parmesan garlic pops.
Well, don't say fuck those about the BBQ kettle kernels.
I don't think you should fuck the kettle kernels.
You could try some mango almond bites, or
Travis?
some mango fruit chews, or some dried mango.
mango.
All available at
Dried mango's not going to give you the kind of juice that you need to perform your fucking sacrament.
You're gonna have to get the dried mango and then soak it in the holy wine overnight.
What's the holy word?
I'll post all the instructions on the Facebook page.
This is the
Go to naturebox.com/mybrother.
This isn't even like idiosyncratic and like, wow, what a weird tangent they went off on, which is what I think all of our listeners sound like apparently in my head. This is like, Travis, you are on some like Charles Manson shit right now, and I'm like wicked uncomfortable with it.
Yeah, I don't even think it's funny.
I don't think it's
Like,
funny
not
either.
Funny. It's terrifying.
It's fucking terrifying. Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I don't even know where these words are coming from. It's like some greater force is just speaking through me. You know what I mean? I just open my mouth and the wisdom comes out.
So you've been in LA for all of like 3 months, and you're already founding Scientology too.
This motherfucker's not even founding Scientology too. It's like he's discovered like some fucking curves and angles that are alien to our world. Like this motherfucker is like on some fucking Miskatonic shit, like Arkham Horror, like fucking
found, like,
Cthulhu
another
talking,
color.
like crazy cult shit. Like he's
like a new color between orange and yellow that's just been there the whole time.
It's
and we
called
haven't
mango.
seen it.
you're on some fucking rats in the wall shit, and I'm losing my mind.
I will never.
At the mouth of mango.
That's where you're at. We're all teetering on the mouth of mango right now.
I will never stop doing this podcast for my entire life. As long as all three of us are alive, we'll continue to do this podcast. That's my promise to you. I wish to God this could be our final episode. Because this would be the best, the craziest finale of a podcast ever. Worse than Seinfeld, hands down. 0 stars. Would not recommend F-.
Do you guys want a Yahoo answer?
Yes. Yeah.
This one was sent in by Josh Papal. I haven't decided if it's the kind of question
The
that
cavalry's
we
here.
could get in trouble for reading yet.
Yay. Yay.
Thank you, Josh. So Yahoo Answers user question mark who asks, really freaked out my girlfriend. Need help? As a teenager, I suffered from severe depression and formed a strong bond with the character Garfield and his outlook. It's sad, but reading Garfield anthologies obsessively was the only thing that made me feel normal. And it eventually took on something of an erotic fixation.
No! And I think you mispronounced normal.
3, 2,
Reading Garfield books obsessively made me
attackers
feel normal.
incoming.
Um,
Defend objective
to avoid feeling like a sicko, I drew pictures of Garfield with a woman's, think Pamela Anderson circa 1991 body, and Garfield's head.
Yeah, because that doesn't make him a sicko. Go on.
So that I was assured that my fixation wasn't with animals or repressed homosexuality. This Garfield Pam hybrid still had the same biting wit and acerbic outlook and tended to cut herself in self-loathing while wolfing down a lasagna to fill the void after sleeping with drawings of a much more handsome and muscular version of myself. These drawings eventually evolved into erotic fan fiction starring Garfield and myself. In my head, Garfield still has a woman's body, but someone reading the stories would think I'm having sex with regular Garfield. I killed off John in a jealous rage. I didn't touch Toadie. I enjoy his companionship and don't mind if he watches.
What the fuck?
The stories are your pretty basic wish fulfillment stuff, balanced with the self-loathing rants. I've been doing this for...
pretty basic stuff.
I've been doing this
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
I've been doing this near daily for years, and I have a substantial amount of writing in a folder I keep buried in 8 different folders. My girlfriend stumbled across them by accident when they came up in a search and is pretty freaked out. How can I show her I'm just a normal guy with a weird outlet for my psychological problems and not some ass sick? And then they included a sample of some of the erotic fiction, and I didn't think I would have to say this on this podcast, but it's too gross to read out loud.
Okay, first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, listening to our podcast. After this, I don't want you to receive any questions of how to meet people and fall in love because this bucko found a girlfriend.
So, on the days that he has unconsensual sex with Garfield in a woman's body,
Secure the objective.
does that happen on Mondays? Because that would definitely make a lot of sense. That would fill in a lot of gaps for me in the narrative.
I also like that he had to go out of his way to clarify that it had nothing to do with homosexuality.
Yeah.
Like, you want to have sex with Garfield? What are you, gay?
Yeah.
No gay boys living in my house. You'll have sex with Garfield's girlfriend or nothing. You'll love Gadget, and that's it.
Now, maybe, just maybe, if you put his head on Pamela Anderson's body, maybe we could make that work. This Yahoo was sent in by Zoe Kinski. Climbing that ladder.
Heroes never die.
John Blix. This is my favorite. question we've had no very fun time. I'm a big-time lawyer in the city, and yet, let me finish. I'm a big-time lawyer in the city, and yet, I'm addicted to donkey basketball. All I think about, is this okay? It started as a corporate fundraiser. We had a gym reserve, and a company provided us with the donkeys. It seemed innocent enough until game time, when everything seemed to slow down, and I became entranced with the game. Every aspect of it seemed logical and right. When the final buzzer sounded, I had thrown up the game-winning shot. Buckets! My teammates rode over to me to congratulate me, and I had never received such euphoria. That night, I could not sleep. I think about it during meetings, and it is starting to interfere with my home life, and I'm even a Republican. I am thinking about getting professional help because I see no solution. I do not want to stop thinking about it, but I also do not want it to further hinder my life. Across the city, they have another charity function, and I am thinking about going even though I am not invited.
If this is not the construction of the various, winds and changes and shifting tectonic plates that create our reality, if this is not a product of that, but rather a shitty in-joke reference to like a really terrible Bradley Cooper movie he made before he was Bradley Cooper that someone got for $1.50 from the hidden treasure shelf at Dollar General, I'm going to be very...
And what would that movie be called?
Donkey.
Donkey. Donkey. The basketball playing donkey.
You guys understand that it's not the donkeys. There are people
Don't
housed.
fucking ruin this for me. I'm
Don't take this
34
away
years
from
old.
me. I want a little magic left in the world, Griffin.
No, you can find different kinds of magic. It is important for me, as your brother, that the two of you understand. No, there are human beings firmly housed upon these donks.
Go for three, donkey.
Wait,
Boss.
I forgot which animal we were talking about.
I can only dunk, boss. I can't dunk from three.
You can do it, Donkey.
Bray.
Bray to the Lord, Donkey. It also has strong religious undertones. That's one blessed beast.
I am a big-time lawyer in the city, and I'm addicted to donkey basketball. I think
Your
the
Honor, if you refer to the folder of evidence I've handed you, these are just pictures of donkeys playing basketball. Oh, I must have grabbed the wrong briefcase. I need a recess.
Oh no, I'm getting too stressed out and I'm transforming into donkey. Basketball playing donkey.
Oh no, I ate some spicy food and now I'm transforming into donkey, the basketball playing donkey.
I will say this. I express surprise that the owner of a basketball arena would allow donkeys in it. I feel like that would be a thing where they would be like, that will destroy the floors and they'll probably poop everywhere.
I'm not positive that you would definitely need to do it on like a regulation.
Oh, you're talking about that donkey street ball.
So like, and one donkey.
Donkey 2, take it to the streets.
You've forgotten your roots, Donkey. You gotta go back. I can't go back. Hee-haw. I'm too big time now. After I got my contract with Nike, hee-haw. If only I had a big time lawyer in the city to get me out of the contract. Hee-haw.
Lawyer half of donkey, you forgot your roots in the big city. You gotta go back to street law. You have to go back to courts in alleys, and the judge's hair is made of torn up toilet paper.
Everything
hold
can
on.
be
Wait, why would that?
Because of the wigs. I see. They've got barristers' wigs. Oh,
This is in England. I meant to say.
Don't jump right over the England setting and waste that in the sequel, because that could be the third flick right there.
that's Donkey
true.
3. Her Majesty's Secret Donkey.
Also, he becomes a secret
You
agent.
know that
Yeah.
isn't the kind of
Well, yeah,
happiness-
And
naturally.
basketball is the front to get him into the Russian headquarters.
Listen, if you transfer an American film franchise to the UK, there's gonna be spies and shit up in it. That's a guarantee.
We found out that we've tracked down this Colombian drug lord. He's been hiding out in Wales, and he's using mules to sneak drugs across the border. And the donkey's like, that sounds like a job for me.
I'm already there.
He's already out the door before they're talking. Tell him like, it's metaphorical mules, but okay, donkey. Do your best.
Dunk-tastic.
I had something I wanted to say. I've forgotten.
Was it something about dunking? Because it's the only thing I care about.
I remember it was in the sequel, Donkey 2, Dunking It to the Streets. Can we get... Now, bear with me here.
Okay.
Bears?
Bears?
I didn't
Yes.
hear much
No.
Sombra stuff.
Okay.
A sexy female donkey. Kind of like Lola from Space Jam, who did it for a lot of people.
Shall remain nameless.
Who will not be named on this show. But can we get a sexy female donkey? And maybe she's a little bit more anthropomorphized.
We need something for the fellas, because up till now, Donkey's just been all for the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super quick, round robin. Who voices? What's her name?
Lola?
What? No, not Lola. Can you go 5 minutes without talking about Lola? I need a name for female donkey.
Oh.
Dunkina.
Patricia Arquette.
Dunkina's like Patricia Arquette.
Well, Dunkina's name can't be Patricia Arquette, Griffin.
You're asking for a long time.
I'm so sorry. Patricia Arquette is going to voice Dunkachino because... and she's Italian. She's Italian, and we all know Patricia Arquette can do Italian. And
Oh, fuck that. Then I'm getting Isabella Rossellini.
Oh, nice.
Cappuccino.
she's everywhere right now. Everything has to have Patricia Arquette. And where else are we gonna do it? You know, as Donkey's mom? No, that's just insulting. I think she needs to have a more central role in the film.
Could Patricia Arquette voice Donkey's bird buddy?
And that would be
Larry Bird.
we've lost it.
Do something!
Do we, rating
Pagando las luces.
How about I already said it, so I called dibs.
And that's like a contract.
It's like a contract that we make with ourselves. Okay, yeah, here it is.
Of course.
This one was sent in by Cameron Daigle.
I didn't have a
Sorry,
fucking...
I said his name like that.
I don't think I had a thing down.
Thank you, Cameron Daigle. It's by Yahoo Answers user Monkey Pot Tree Nut, who asks, "Pregnant with twins. Are these good names?" I was thinking of cute and...
Wait, can I prognosticate an answer?
Sure.
They are not.
I was thinking of fun and cute names for my twins, boy and girl. I'm also inspired by a lot of celebrities. Their children have such unique names. Anyway, here it goes. Starting with a girl's name and then a boy's name. Jam and Ham Smith. Lola and Boba Smith.
Boba?
Sammy and Sammy Smith. Now, hold up. Sammy S-A-M-I and Sammy S-A-M-M-Y.
Jesus, gonna high noon for mine.
Law and Lee
Boy,
Smith.
that would make Sophie's Choice really tough, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Take Sammy.
Oh shit. Sugar
You
and
say Law and
Law and Lee Smith. Sugar and Spice Smith.
Oh God.
That's got my.
Wait, is the boy sugar and the girl spice?
Yes.
Or the boy spice.
Nope, you had it right.
Oh God.
Sylvia.
You know what that boy is? A teen runaway.
Sylvia and Silvio Smith.
Because they're living in a Shakespeare comedy.
We need
Apple
to get the
and
payload
Pear
back on
Smith.
track.
Oh God.
Which pair is your favorite? Thanks.
I really do.
I like apple and pear. Just like fucking
Oh, please
turn
go.
your whole family into some big awful fruit salad.
Big stupid.
Just a big dumb compote.
Did my boys in the Yahoo Answers crew? Did they have any votes?
Yahoo Answers user, you know you love me, said
Let's make
treat
sure
for
someone
dogs.
stays with it.
How's your burn? Hey, check your face. It's on the ground.
I just
Well,
rammed your face to the deep fat fryer.
Fucking
It burned
LOL.
so bad. Burned you so hard. Pretty good one. Pretty good zinger.
Okay, someone said Jam is an adorable name for a little girl.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Hey,
I can't.
I take you as my bride, Jam. Hi, I'm Jam.
Hi.
That is a fucking power play.
Oh, Jam. Oh, Jam. What does that mean? It means my parents were borderline. They were borderline. That's what it means.
It means that before I was even born, my parents decided they hate me.
They hated me already. You got legitimate grounds. Like, Mom, Dad, you hate me. Like, they, yeah, seems like it.
Can we come up with some other rhyming couplets for this?
Sure.
So like, these are my kids, Hot and Pocket.
What rhymes would be better off adopted? Mark. That's not quite it, but what about Julie and Julia?
These are my kids, Susan and Schmoozin.
Intentemos otra vez.
Schmoozin. This is my son, Schmoozin. I'm very proud of him. I love him dearly.
What about, can we call them Pepsi and Coke?
Pepsi and Coke.
Pepsi. Hey,
Can you choose between my kids in a blind taste test? What is that up to Kevin?
can you call one Mountain Dew and one Dr. Pepper? I'm Dr.
Younger sister, Mr. Cool.
I am Dr. Pepper Smith. This is my brother, Jim.
This is our sport cousin, Dr. Sunday.
Just keep having names until you can fucking stock a refrigerator with your children.
But don't do that. I can't.
I hacked this
say
somehow, and I don't even know how I
strongly
hacked
enough.
this. I never went
Sweetheart,
over
we
here.
ran out of Miracle
I
Whip.
hacked that instead of
We gotta have a kid, I guess, and name
a
him
person,
that.
apparently.
How does this work again?
Play of the game.
I don't
Oh,
understand.
let's
You
go
named the
fornicate.
kid.
I'm confused.
You named the kid the food, but I'm still hungry after it.
Poor hell. The poor hell that these kids are being born
Yeah.
into.
Okay, here's what you need to do. Whenever you think about what you're gonna name your kids, just set up some practice sentences in your head. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Like,
yes,
hello, my name is Jam. Like that. Oops. No.
I would
that
love
one's
to
done.
work here.
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor.
I'm your
I'll be
Dr.
your-
Jam Smith. I'm Dr. Jam. This is my partner.
No, I take it back. Dr. J is perfect because you're setting him up to be a professional sports player.
Dr. Jam. And this is my boombox. He's my resident. I'm gonna cut into you and fix you.
Yeah.
Now check
This
out
is
my
resident
dope moves.
boombox, and I'm Dr.
Now
Jam.
traveling to the
What's wrong? What? How
in
can
a
I help
private-
you today?
I'm in a private practice with Dr. Frankenstein.
Select your hero.
Take it back. These are awesome names.
Who is that in the corner? It's Ham. It's my brother Ham. He's on the ones and twos. He's gonna mix while I cut in.
If you change your mind.
Many boffins died to bring us this Yahoo, so let's really enjoy it. It is asked by Yahoo Answers user Geoff, who asks, is it okay to draw
really
on a
helpful
dog
when you
with
practice
magic
her
marker?
quick play, because
Sometimes when my
playing her in quick
stepdad
play is
Ron
completely
grounds
different
me,
than
I'll
playing
write
her
messages.
or in, like,
I'll write messages on my dog. He is white
Just
with
practicing.
washable marker and send him
But I guess this
downstairs.
is more like
And then
Just
move
little
on.
messages,
Me
like
trying
if I
to
need
take hats
food,
off
or
or
about how much I hate my stepdad Ron.
seeing how far I can push.
My mom said it will make the dog sick, is she right?
So many more problems with the best stepdad name ever is Ron.
Got some dog mail for you, Ron. Fuck off!
I hate you, Ron. I hate you so much.
Come here, Mr. Perkins. What's it? Aw, man. It hurts my honesty. I don't like that one bit.
Capture the objective.
I'm imagining like a Yorkshire Terrier, like bounding down the stairs, running up to Ron, and it's like a message on him, like, hey Ron, I smell that chili. What the fuck? You're such a bastard. I'm super hungry.
And also, the person asking this question is 32.
Yeah. God damn you, Ron.
Now listen to me, Sparky. I want you to go downstairs. I want you to find Ron. I want you to just wiggle in front of me. You gotta make sure he reads it. It's important.
I've been trapped in this bookcase for 2 weeks. I gotta get some pasta up here. I'm so hungry. Also tell Ron,
better.
fuck you, Ron.
If Ron wants to rescue me, tell him to fuck clean off. I hate Ron. Tell him to send my mom. And ask my mom is back with my fruit roll-ups yet.
Really much
I sent her to the store 20 minutes ago for fruit roll-ups.
Oh, Mr. Perkins, you look kind of sick. What happened? Oh, is it the markers?
Jesus.
It's you or me, Mr. Perkins. Maybe you learn how to talk English. Stupid dog.
Poor Ron. What a fucking sipper. He's just trying to watch the stream of makeover. He just all of a sudden the dog tries
Drawing of like a knife stabbed and it's just
Really much
an arrow that says Ron.
This is you, Ron. This is what I want to do to you. Look at the dog.
Been here all along.
Oh Jesus!
It says I love you, Ron, on my dog. Oh, he rolled over. It says no, I don't. And it says fuck you, Ron again.
I'm
on it.
securing the
And it says
objective.
With an
chili.
arrow towards the dog's penis.
Tyler, I thought you were gonna come pick me up from work. Did you not read the dog? I said fuck you and fuck your job. I'm not going to pick you up.
And also that we were out of eggs.
And also we're out of eggs. Did you tell Mom?
I wrote it on the dog, Ron. What else do you want me to do?
What else do you want me to do? I can't force the dog to stand in front of you all day.
Mucho mejor.
Please just read the dog.
You used all the paper for your stupid novel, Ron.
Yeah, how's that going, Ron? Did you get you find a publisher yet? I'm
In this economy, Ron, you might as well self-publish your stupid shit. Put it on Kindle.
I've got a Tumblr dog. Where I just put messages. Why can't you get a Tumblr dog?
Can we make it a new law? Sort of like in Game of Thrones, when if you're a bastard, your name is Snow. Can we make it that when the second you become a stepdad, your name just becomes Ron by law?
Legally
Didn't see that
speaking.
coming.
I now pronounce you wife and Ron.
It's not even your name so much as like Earl is like an honorary title, but his name's not Earl. You're officially like you're the Ron. You're the Ron Don. You're the Ron Don of this team.
Fuck you.
I am Ron Don Johnson, and as long as you're living underneath my
I'm Don Ron Don Johnson.
I am Don Ron Don Johnson. As long as you're living underneath my roof, you will not melt down my Miami Vice VHS tapes. Those are
And you will
collector's items.
respect my friend Cheech Marin.
You will let
And my friend Don Ron Don Cheadle.
and you'll stop sending your stupid ass Tumblr dog down with messages about how you preferred the earlier seasons of Nash Bridges. I'm done with you.
My
Stop it with the
ultimate is
Tumblr
ready.
dog. I'm done. Your mom and I are very much in love.
Listen, he's not getting back with your dad.
Do you think at some point you have to start using dogs to repair the relationship? Like, just a note that says, Ron, I wish you could be
Ron, I think we should talk. It's me and the dog.
Ron, my mom's seen sad lately. When was
This
the
has
last
been
time
horseshit.
you treated her out to a night on the tag?
It's like impossible to do
Night on the
anything in
tag?
freaking quick
I'm
play.
so hungry.
Place in the dog.
I don't know where to look for hacks.
Ron!
Because
Please send
the way
back.
their team is playing is preventing
Hate you,
me
Ron.
from fucking
Hashtag
getting
hungry.
hacks off.
Once more, NBA.com.
If you change your mind,
Ultimately, the easy answer, which is to say the not funny answer, is you give him what he wants, and I guess an Asian lady stripper. I guess that's what you do.
We're running
This is
triple
my
octane,
answer.
The
so
fun
that's
answer.
What can't you do at a gay bachelor party?
This is not.
Triple
This,
octane.
You're right.
solo
I
heal.
and like there's gonna be a 50-50 split with some lesbians thrown in for
Now
color.
we're running
I'm
single
imagining like a Caligula miasma of genital delights.
Just a bacchanal.
Just a
Yeah.
What do you want? Because it's everywhere.
The fucking sky's the limit as far as fucking goes.
Earthly delights. Put it anywhere. Happy bachelor party. Sorry Dave couldn't marry you. He died last
He OD'd on hedonism.
Now he's a weird sexaholic. He was drinking wine out of a lady's hair. And he's so amazing.
Feeling much better. Taking the objective.
He set a pet rock on fire and dreads up a guy named Dave's anus. Now that's the only way he can finish.
I
got himself
fucked it
on all
up
the
so
hearts.
fucking much. It's such a frustrating having to
Lacerated
throw her
himself.
fucking thing instead of something so stupid.
Hora de
Fucking
empezar de
Maybe a,
nuevo.
maybe a cake? I don't know.
Maybe a tasteful cake.
Some balloons?
Hey, welcome to Cake Boss. This week on Cake Boss, we're making a big cake shaped like a butthole for a gay
And the
guy's
team is
bachelor
pushing
party
in,
with an Asian
not
lady
letting
stripper
me
gonna
touch
pop out of
point.
it.
We're making a
You
Just
just
fucking
thinking about
pushing
it.
in and
This
dying
cake looks like a
into
dick
that
going
shit.
into a cake shaped like a vagina going into a cake shaped like another vagina. Cake Boss.
Cake Boss.
Taking the
Food for
objective.
the littlest chocolatiers. Oh wait, that means they're inside the cake. What the fuck?
I'm out.
I'm making 8 dicks today. Cake Boss.
This isn't even for
I really don't
party.
want to fucking play this.
This isn't even being filmed right now.
This butthole cake's for Cake Boss. Cake Boss.
Podría haber salido mejor. My ultimate is ready. Get in there.
Great, Doomfist. What the fuck are you doing?
Do something!
I'm such a fucking idiot with her. Holy shit.
Hey, guys. Oh, Christ. Cake boss.
I swear to God, I don't.
I mean, you gotta earn the title somehow.
Put down the trail.
I guess I'm a cake
Just
boss.
right now, for some reason, I can't fucking.
That's your way you're gonna dethrone him. You gotta up the game. Gotta beat him in his own.
You gotta out cake boss the cake boss.
Yeah, out cake boss the cake.
What was the question?
Once more. My boyfriend and I wanted to know what is a socially acceptable age group for visiting a petting zoo. We don't have any kids, but he really likes animals. They have reindeer, and Zany is acting at the zoo.
Yeah, you can't. If it's a regular zoo, if it's a petting zoo inside of a regular zoo, and like you're an adult there, I think it's okay because like parents will see you and be like, oh, they're being ironic.
Here's the thing. I think that the answer is as long as you are paired off, there is no problem. If you are by yourself,
That's
that's a completely different case. I think there is one circumstance in which being coupled out does not protect you from judgment.
What's that?
And it is if you are at a children's playground, coupled out, no kids.
Then you
That's an
think,
easy fix, though. That's no problem.
Just don't
All
be
you got,
there.
and this, I was actually going to suggest this for the petting zoo. When you're at the petting zoo, every 3 minutes or so, just go, Dylan, and then look around.
Don't
Like,
put your fingers in its mouth, Dylan.
Dylan, just like you don't know where he is. Dylan, get back here.
don't do that if you're the
Petting.
only two people there though with the farmer.
Or if there's like 2 parents and 2 kids, and you're like,
Yeah.
Dylan, and they're like, I can clearly see.
If the law of
have
large
talent.
numbers is not in your favor, then don't.
And if that happens, you have to carry out the con and keep screaming and just lose your mind and like call the police.
There's only one other family there with one kid. They're like, man, their kid is super lost. I haven't seen that kid in like the whole time I've been here. Fuck. How did you fuck up this bad? I haven't.
Did the goat eat him?
I haven't seen another kid in like 3 hours. What have you been fucking doing?
Why have you not widened the perimeter of your search?
Man, so we got super into this goat for like 3 hours. Oh, we fucked up so bad. What if our kid got leprosy so bad he just dissolved? Ah, fuck. Man.
So we didn't find him this week. We'll have to come back next weekend at approximately the same time, pet some more animals. Just hope for the best. Hope he's
Also,
one of
how
the
much does that vending machine that gives you pellets you can feed this thing?
Also-
Just a quarter? That's a really good deal.
Do you have some kind of season pass so we can just keep coming back here unrestricted to look for our sweet Dylan?
This is the last place he saw us. He'll return here.
Oh, we're so exhausted from looking for our Dylan for like 3 hours. We're just gonna pet this goat for a bit. What if this same family is there every time you're there, every weekend, and they're like, yeah, after 2 years, they're like, yeah, fucking sure, there's a Dylan. And then on like year 5, a preteen with a stubbly beard comes wandering out of the woods like, Mom, Dad!
Where's the fun in playing fair?
I was in the bathroom.
I was in the bathroom for 5 years. Got a goat in there.
So you're saying he would become sort of like a Tarzan figure,
Yeah.
but the only thing he'd be great at is peeing and watching people pee and not be seen watching people pee.
This family would eventually put it together like, what if the bathroom monster is Dylan? Hey guys, have you been in the bathroom? Because there's like a totally crazy kid in there.
Hey there.
How you've been here every weekend for 5 years and you haven't gone to the bathroom? We go before. The goats know. The goats know when you have to go and like they don't like it.
We should have checked the bathroom though. In retrospect, that was our
That
fault.
was our fault. It's like the only building here. It's like the only building.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we have to try to reindoctrinate our son into society. Keep him out of the
Has anyone
bathroom.
seen him?
Has anyone seen
Ah,
him?
shit. God damn it. We're gonna restart the search, I guess. Let me just go over to the reindeer pen just for like 2 or 3 hours more.
But then that family catches you in the parking lot paying off the actor you've paid to live in a bathroom for 5 years to play Dylan. Wait a minute.
Still the conversation going on. You know, I wondered what happened to Zachary Ty Bryant. That's what.
He would make a great Doctor Who now that he's fucking feral. Now that he's a feral bathroom monster. Russius Primstein. Russius Primstein asks, what is your favorite wizard swear?
Ooh. What is your favorite wizard swear?
This would have
Been here all along.
What? Is there any context to the question, Griffin?
Of course not.
I'm out of here.
Oh, I think I really like fuck.
Beacon in place.
Oh, fuck, my spell fucked up.
My fucking wand is broken.
Oh, my fucking wand again. Where's my fucking cauldron?
Translocating.
Fucking Snape's right in my ass.
Fucking Snape's on my dick. God. Merlin's beard. Fuck. It's hot in here.
Why did all the words fucking around?
Merlin's fucking beard.
Fucking beat this whole castle.
They're one.
Hey, Jimmy,
Fuck yeah.
can you fucking stop extinguishing the lights with your fucking spell? It sucks.
We're in a castle. It's fucking dark. It's drafty as shit.
Dark all the time.
Romantic.
Come on.
Oh, fucking dragon farts.
Get your fucking rat out of my bedroom.
Zippity zappity fuckity doo.
Why are wands so fucking thin? I break them every week. I hate them. Fucking
No,
job.
I don't want a fucking butterbeer today. Just get a Miller High Life. Fuck. Jesus Christ. No, the candy's alive. I bought a fucking chocolate frog.
I bought a frog.
in a window.
It's
Holy
inside me, moving the fuck around.
All the pictures fucking move. It's creeping me the fuck out.
You tried.
I just want to go home.
I ate a jelly bean and it was period. I'm fucking out of Wizard Town. I'm a guy now and I work at Sitgo.
You have tried 7 fucking times to levitate yourself. Just get a fucking ladder and go up there and get the soda.
It's
off the
Wingardium
shelf.
fucking Leviosa, alright? How many fucking times do I...
Muggle fucker.
What do you fucking mean we don't even have ladders? I hate this fucking castle. Buy a ladder that costs $15 fucking dollars. Generate one out of pure wishes or whatever the fuck you idiots do.
This ladder goes in 6 direct. I want up.
Why the fuck would I want that? The staircases move. Well, that's poor fucking planning, isn't it? Isn't it? I could get on a staircase to somewhere and end up fucking somewhere else. What do you mean there's a giant dog upstairs guarding a fucking, like, trap door? I'm just trying to find the bathroom. I hate this place.
I don't want an owl fucking next to my bed all night long. Their
He
eyes
shit
are
all over my
crazy.
nightstand. Are
He
you
just-
gonna clean this up?
He just fucking stares at me.
There's a fucking wizarding war going on? I'm gonna go get my fucking GED. This is ridiculous.
Quick question. Nobody mentions this to my fucking parents. When you put me on a train and ship
is
me
the
off
old-
here,
probably
there's a
the old-
fucking
This
everyday,
is actually,
my
like, one of the
life
best
would be
alts
under
I've
threat.
done.
I don't know
The timing
magic.
of it was just
I'm just
perfect.
trying to light some fucking potions.
I could feel
I
it
don't
when I
know
saw
magic.
it.
How about for the first 3
Nope, this is
years,
a different
you
one.
give me a gun? How about you give me a fucking gun so I can shoot the bad wizards when they're not looking? How about that? Because apparently you cannot protect me. Half the people at this fucking school are evil, and you don't know it.
What's that? You guys don't play football either?
How am I supposed to ball 24/7 on the Quidditch court? Fuck.
Oh, everything here wants to kill me. There's like giant plants that want to kill me, and like if I fall off my fucking broomstick, I'm dead, and people are fucking cursing me. Okay, great. In high school, I might